What's up guys, Carlo Macapinlac here from newbiefitnessacademy.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get fit even if you're really unfit. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date whenever we post more awesome videos like this. Alright, I'll see you on the other side of this fancy little intro. That's not just a random number. I made roughly that many mistakes when I was just starting out this whole fitness thing. I spent a lot of time searching the far depths of the internet, looking for that elusive magic pill to finally getting a flat stomach. I'll give you a hint. It doesn't exist. I mean, who could blame us? We're all busy people. We all have things to do. Life gets in the way sometimes. Scratch that. Most of the time, when it comes to getting fit, we make as many as 200 decisions every day when it comes to food alone. Then you're fed with things like breakfast is the most important meal of the day, or eat a small meal every 3 hours. Should you do no carbs? Should you go vegan? It's easy for things to get overwhelming. There's so many voices out there, you don't really know who to trust. Paralysis by analysis kicks in. No wonder most people don't make it past January when it comes to keeping their fitness New Year's resolutions. The thing is, anybody can work out for an hour every day, and that alone can be quite an achievement. It's what you do with the other 23 hours that greatly determines your results. Think about it. That hour-long workout is only 4% of your day. How are you doing with the other 96%? Yet, most people only focus on the exercise part and just hit cruise control for the rest of the day. We turn to crash diets and complicated meal plans looking for fast results. The fact is, there's simply no overnight fix when it comes to getting fit. If it was easy, everybody would look like they just came off the set of Baywatch. Sadly, it's not. We've spent the last few years trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. We sorted out through all the BS in the world of fitness, and we found that there are really only 5 simple steps that you need to focus on. Follow through these 5 simple steps and you're going to be further ahead of 99% of the population, hoping and praying that their ideal body will come knocking on their door one day. Hello? Step number 1 is start with why. What do you mean we're not going to start with dieting? We'll get to that in a second. Let's start with one of my favorite quotes here by Viktor Frankl. He says, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow." Think about that for a second. A huge part of your success is going to depend on knowing why you want to get fit to begin with and how mentally strong you are. Why do you want to change? Knowing your why will then help you create a solid foundation to develop a strong mindset, which is going to be your most important tool in your journey. Let me explain. You could have the best diet, the best meal plan, or the best workouts laid out for you, but if your mind isn't in the right space, you're simply not going to get the results that you're looking for. The moment you encounter that first obstacle, and there will be many, you're always going to find the path of least resistance, and that usually means giving up on your goals and going back to your old habits. I believe that this is one of the biggest reasons why people fail when they're trying to get in shape. They just don't have a strong enough why. If you have a strong reason why you're doing this, then that should be enough to carry you through the rainy days, and there will be many. You can apply that mindset not just with fitness, but with everyday life as well. Which brings us to our awesome pie chart of fitness. I believe that getting fit revolves around 3 key components: sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Notice how sleep takes half the chart? That's step number 2. This is your starting point. This part is so important that even if I give you the best diet advice and the best workouts on the planet, but if you don't get this part right, you're wrecked. It's that simple. If that's news to you, that's a very good indicator why you have such a hard time getting in shape. Here's the plain, honest truth about sleep. Lack of sleep can lead to obesity, increased risk of heart disease, and even early death. Yep, it's that important. And yet we deprive ourselves of sleep all the time. In fact, most people in North America are chronically sleep deprived. We might as well be zombies. Sleep is just something that most of us are willing to sacrifice in a heartbeat. What I do know is that sleep is crucial to life, and quality sleep is absolutely important to your physical and mental health. This is step number 2 for a reason, because it's something that you can fix right away. Sleep deprivation has so many downsides that it's impossible to sustainably improve your fitness with nutrition and exercise until you fix your sleep. If you're wondering why your last attempt at getting fit didn't go according to plan, not getting enough sleep is probably one of the biggest reasons why. It's just as important as eating healthy and working out. You need to have all three if you want long-term results. So, go to bed early, starting tonight. Try to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep in a pitch black room every night. It's all about taking action here right away. I've never heard of anyone complain about getting a good night's rest. Step number 3 is your nutrition. You can't outrun your fork. I don't really believe in crash diets or restrictive meal plans. Why? Because they're not fun. I just want to throw that out there. You can't just create a one-size-fits-all plan and sell it to everyone and just say that this is the only way to eat. That's just a recipe for disaster. It leads to a lot of unhappiness and misery when you can't fully follow your diet or meal plan to a T. You feel like a failure. You quit. This is where sensible eating for me comes in. Mindful eating, if you will. Yes, you need to understand and track your macros, and if you want to get more specific with this, there's going to be a link just below this video if you're interested in learning my exact approach when it comes to fat loss. But I want you to eat in a way that is sensible and sustainable, and those two words are key to all this. It needs to make sense to you, and you need to be able to sustain it. If whatever plan you're following only checks off one of those two words, you're not going to last, I guarantee. Let's use eating dessert for example. The next time you go out for ice cream, make a conscious decision of ordering a small cone instead of a triple-decker double chocolate sundae with all the fixings. To me, that's sensible eating. I'm also going to let you in on a little secret. You don't always have to finish whatever food is in front of you. Your parents probably got mad at you when you were younger if you didn't finish all the food on your plate, but you really don't have to. It's okay. You can always save it for later. The problem is that as a society, we've become emotional eaters. We've turned to food as a form of entertainment. Ask yourself, what's the first thing that you do when you're bored? What's the first thing that you do when you're sad? What's the first thing that you do when you run into someone you haven't seen in a while? We're all guilty of this. We eat. Don't get me wrong, I love food just as much as the next guy. It's a relationship with food that we've developed over time that's become one of our biggest downfalls. Every meal doesn't always have to be a pleasurable 5-star dining experience. We shouldn't always eat like it's our last meal on the planet. I also believe in the 80-20 rule. The majority of the results in any situation are determined by a small number of causes. How does that apply to nutrition? I believe that 80% of your results will come from 20% of the small good decisions you consciously make throughout the day. So just focus on making one good decision at a time. Start viewing food in a different light. Instead of always eating for pleasure, start looking at it as just a source of fuel. Think of your body as a high-performance engine. You want to fuel it to perform. If you fuel your body with healthy food, it'll run smoothly and efficiently. If your body runs on fast food, chips, and candy, your energy levels will suffer and it won't take very long until you see the negative effects of it on the scale. Eventually, your body and health starts to pay the price. Step number 4 is exercise because the best things in life make you sweaty. There's simply no escaping this. I'm going to give you the one and only concept that you need to understand about physical health. In case you're one of those people who thinks that you can just live your life and not exercise. If you want to improve your overall health, there is literally nothing better you can do than to become as physically strong as humanly possible. And that is achieved through strength training and exercise. The science and evidence on this are pretty clear. I mean, if you go back to as early as our hunter-gatherer days, the people that are able to hunt and provide are the ones that survived and prospered. If you can build your overall functional strength, it's going to be a lot easier to be a more functional human being. You can climb a tree and rescue a kitten. You can pull yourself out of a burning building. All the way down to simple tasks like being able to carry your groceries. You just never know. You'll also get a lot of other health benefits for free, like more muscle mass that burn calories while you're resting, and more testosterone that cuts visceral fat, aka the spare tire around your stomach. Looking good shirtless also helps. Don't have a lot of time in your hands? Just head over to our YouTube channel where we post short but highly effective workouts once a week. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with our weekly workouts. All you have to do is show up and just follow along. Step number 5, live a life that you love. That sounds pretty self-explanatory, but let me explain. At the end of the day, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Without a specific plan for how to achieve it, it's just a wish, a fantasy. And fantasies aren't going to make you achieve your fitness goals. So what's the plan? How do you go about turning this entire fitness thing into a lifestyle and get real sustainable results? First, let's quickly touch on how the dictionary defines the word fitness. They define it as the condition of being physically fit and healthy. Healthy. I think everybody can get behind that. So in other words, the fitness lifestyle is the healthy lifestyle. The key to all of this is to always keep things simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Focus on taking things one day at a time and know that it's going to take some time. Focus on making one good decision at a time. One meal at a time, and know that you're bound to stumble once or twice. There's going to be some rainy days. Just pick yourself back up, pull up your big boy socks, and keep chipping away. Here's my secret to all of this, and this might be the secret to a happy life as well. It's that you have to like what you're doing. You have to enjoy it. If not, you're not going to last. You're going to find every excuse to go back to your old habits. You need to know why you're doing this to begin with. You have to like the food that you eat. You have to like whatever workout you're doing. You have to take care of your sleep. Add up all those things and fitness happens. Just remember that nothing worth having ever comes easy. Small good decisions add up to staggering results over time. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video and I'd love to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comment section down below. Now, if you need more help getting started, you can download our free Ultimate Bodyweight Movement Cheat Sheet just below this video. There you'll find the only 8 bodyweight movements that you'll need in order to find a fitter, leaner, and more awesome version of yourself. Just click on the link and we'll send it to you right away. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.